Hey guys, Devin here doing another speed build. Today I decided to make my way over to Windenburg because it's honestly just kind of been forever since I've built in Windenburg. And I mean that in a literal sense. Like, I'm pretty sure I haven't done anything in Windenburg since Christmas time, probably. So I decided it was probably best that I do something at least. Plus, this lot was kind of perfect. I am on the island in Windenburg, and it was honestly, like, when I say it's perfect, I mean it, because this is a mountain lodge style house, but well, background on this, but I have been previously and currently obsessed with container home builds, and so I really wanted to kind of branch out. I haven't done one. I have tried, I feel like, a million times, but I have never succeeded. I'll honestly get like a quarter of the way through and just demolish the whole thing and try again. So I tried not to do that, but I do follow a few of them like on Instagram, like container home build Instagrams, and so I saw one that is the information. It is the inspiration for this build. I also on my Twitch yesterday built on this lot, and that also kind of sparked, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, so again, it is an eco lodge. I know that the wallpaper that I used on the outside of the like containers to actually make them look like containers, it is actually like an industrial footprint, but luckily everything else in the build kind of evens that out a little bit. So we're good. It's not an industrial build. And I know that I'm also using the industrial stairs, but I promise it is an eco build. It may be a neutral footprint, but I really don't know. Honestly, I didn't really focus too much on that. I really just wanted to build this house. It is a 2-bed and 2-bath, so it's also just very simple. I didn't go full on clutter. I really just wanted it to feel comfortable and like it was either a second home or, I don't know, just belonged to someone who was more into nature rather than things. Something that I would love to be. I do love nature, honestly. I really, really do, but I feel as though I have too many things to be too much into nature. So you'll see here, I'm fiddling around with stairs because I wanted stairs to fit, but the fact that they were like in the middle of the room didn't really help. So I do end up going with a ladder. The only thing that's upstairs is the master bedroom. There's like a little sitting area, not seating, a sitting area upstairs, and their bedroom and a bathroom. And then they have their own quote unquote private balcony. It's not too private because it is pretty easy to access from the outside. So you will have to lock that big sliding door from other Sims trying to get into your house, I suppose. But I didn't really put too much thought into that. I just really wanted to build this house. It is a very small kitchen. I was originally going to go for a more like, I don't know, kind of a larger build, but having just the 3 containers, it really felt good to me. So it is kind of a darker theme in the house. Like there's dark browns and blacks all throughout the house. I honestly, I don't know why. I was feeling it. Which is also the reason that I changed it at the beginning. I don't know if you saw, but at the beginning I changed it from the metal that's the green footprint to the industrial one, because the green footprint one doesn't have a black color. It's like a grayish tone, and it just bothers me, and I wanted it to be black. So I changed it, and I wanted it that way. I'm sorry. You can change it if you really want. Here, This is a little trick. I don't remember where I saw it the first time, but with these windows that have what looks like a ledge, you can actually, like, if you use a shelf or the 9 key or the OMSP shelf, whatever you feel like using, I used the counter and just made them even because it looked better to me, to have them even with that. But you can click and drag them, and if you maneuver your camera to the outside of the build, you can actually alt place things on that, like, that ledge. So it's really neat. I really like that you can do that. But I honestly, I don't remember where I saw that from. But you can do it with the, like, you'll see later on, the bathroom window is like the top, it's higher. But again, if you use a shelf or something to place that there, you can place things on that bathroom window as well. So if you wanted some plants in the bathroom or maybe some towels, etc., etc. I did try to not use as many packs in this house, but I really wanted to use that glass table, and I think it comes with Get Famous. I honestly absolutely love that table. It's very mid-century modern, and I am obsessed with mid-century modern. My parents are currently working on building a new house, and they said that the guest bedroom, aka my bedroom, I suppose, my husband and I's bedroom at their house, is going to be mid-century modern, all the furniture and everything. I'm super excited to see all of the stuff that my mom comes up with, because she is honestly, like, the queen of interior decorating, but I don't know. Random tidbit about my family. But yeah, I'm super excited to see that bedroom. Also, I do use a lot of plants in this build. Back to the build. I do use a lot of plants as decoration rather than things. Again, just kind of going with the nature over things idea. I did try to keep it down packs wise, but I think there are about 10 packs that I use total through the build. I really wanted a majority of the furniture and items to be from the Eco Lifestyle, I almost said kit, the Eco Lifestyle pack. Good Lord, I could not think of the word. But yeah, I also really wanted to use bunk beds. I think this is my first build so far actually using bunk beds, at least on here. So the idea was that, like, it was a family and they had two, like, child-aged boys, maybe, or maybe a boy and a girl. I didn't really make it very gender specific. I just kind of chose some colors and went with it. Again, it is a very dark black and red kind of room. I did throw that yellow in there. Oh my gosh, I have been obsessed with the color yellow. I don't think I have done any builds recently on Twitch or anything where I have not used the color yellow. Like, I just love it. I don't know if it's because, like, summer is here, or, well, close. It's spring. But, you know, it's just around the corner, and so I want it. I want it so much. It's been so dreary with the weather. It's just been rainy in Kentucky. It's awful. So I've been obsessed with the color yellow. So I had to have some yellow in the build just for me. You can change the swatch if you want. That's fine. But yeah, it is just, again, it's a simple bedroom. I just wanted the bunk beds. I did want to have a desk in the build, but I did not add a computer. All in all, this build is only about 47,000 simoleons, I think. I think that's right. When I looked last, it said 47,000 simoleons. So it's honestly, like, it's a relatively cheap build. I was kind of surprised. Then again, I didn't use a lot of clutter, and I did use all debug landscaping. So there is that. Moving on to the upstairs, it's a very simple bedroom. There's not much around. I do use the fabricated wall lights above the bed in a fun way. I've seen people do that before where it's kind of like fairy lights almost, but not quite. But yeah, so again, going with a black theme in the bathroom. I don't know what it is. I've just been feeling like an industrial and yellow feel, which are total opposites, honestly. But yeah, adding more plants to the master bathroom. I don't know why. It just felt right with those doors. I love those eco lifestyle doors, just like the single ones. But I hate that they have that frame on them because it makes it so impossible to use them in bathrooms. Like, I feel like you have to make the bathroom huge, or like you have to have the toilet positioned specifically in a place where you can use it. It's just so annoying because the door on the outside looks beautiful. I love it. The wood texture of it and everything else looks so good. But then it just has that big bulky frame on the back end of it. So maybe it's just me. Maybe y'all love it. Maybe you hate it. I don't know, but it bugs me so much. But I do love using it in builds. So here, moving on to the little sitting area up in the bedroom. I didn't add an actual bookshelf into the house. I do, or did. I can't remember. No, it's towards the end of the build. I couldn't remember if I had already spoken about it or not. I'm so sorry. I do add some of the, just like the books, like the clutter books, but those can also be used as bookshelves. So I wasn't too worried about it. Oh yeah, here I am adding them. I hate that those aren't bookshelves. The wall decor, they're not bookshelves, but they have all sorts of books on them, and it bugs me. I don't know if that bugs you guys. Also, you'll see a disturbing lack of curtains in this build. My thought process was, if it's in the middle of the woods, like, who cares? You know, no one's gonna be around to see you. Like, it doesn't matter if you have curtains in the bathroom, no one's gonna see you. I do add the curtains in the kitchen. I mostly did that because there's no cover on that side. And so I just wanted that there for the kitchen. Like, they had the fruit bowl in the window, so of course they don't want it to get hot. I don't know. That was my thought process for it. Here, using those jungle adventure hanging plants, I wish that we had those in base game, or at least something similar in base game. I know we have like the planters that come with the base game that you can kind of use, but not really, because they're not long enough. So, I mean, you can size them up or size them down, but then they get weird shadows. It depends. But yeah, so the outside is not very extravagant when it comes to the deck. It is a relatively large deck, and you can make it smaller. I just kind of wanted to use all of the lot. I didn't want there to be much space because I didn't want it to feel like it was, I don't know, its own property kind of area. I wanted it to feel like a mountain man built this cabin or I don't know, Paul Bunyan hoisted the containers to the mountains and built a house, you know? But yeah, so that's why there's not much space around. So again, it is kind of plain on the balcony, or like the deck, not the balcony. But I did like that. And I do add a barbecuer or a grill and like the table and chairs and stuff outside. But I wanted to add some activities, but again, you're so close to the ocean, and I'm pretty sure Sims can swim in the ocean now. I've seen them swim in Mount Komorebi. Maybe not. I don't know. If you know, let me know. But yeah, so here, moving on to the landscaping, I did use all get together landscaping because that's just the lot that I was building on. So it blended in. I did have a lot of trouble with this. I was kind of defiant on even myself. I really didn't want to put the foundation down to put plants around the build, but I did end up doing it anyway. But yeah, that's why I struggled hardcore with that tree there. Here, again, it's all, I want to say every single tree and bush, grass, everything is from the Get Together pack. So if you don't have Get Together, you won't have any landscaping. I am very sorry about that, but again, I wanted it to blend into the surrounding. This is the mid-nowhere lot. It's the 20 by 20 in Windenburg, or on the Windenburg Islands. So you can see it there up in the left-hand corner where it is, but it just felt perfect to have that big deck with all of the surrounding plants and trees, and like it almost gives a complete like overview of both sides of the ocean. So it was I want to live here. I really do. I want this to be my second home. That would be absolutely amazing if that could happen. But yeah, putting finishing touches on, adding some lights outside, and that is it. So we're moving towards the end of the build and onto the screenshots. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down below, and I will see you all later. Bye!